Hello, hello, Mr. Walber here. Section 8.2 is in histograms. I've been mentioning that we're going to be looking at a lot of different data charts and data tables, the way that we can look at some kind of data and numbers. A histogram, as it says, a bar graph that shows the frequency of data. Obviously, we have an example over here. You can tell some things about it. It's not like a stem and leaf plot where you see individual numbers, but here scores between 0 and 100. Obviously, the green, we had 40 students get between a 60 and an 80. Here we would look to be about 22 students got between 80 and 100, and so on. So it's just a different way in which we can display data. Okay, here's just an example of how we can make a histogram. It says the frequency table shows the number of pairs of shoes for each person in the class. Display the data in a histogram. Obviously, we have frequency, how many are doing it, and how many different kinds of shoes that we have. Obviously, taking the numbers from here and putting them into a histogram, a bar graph. As it says, we have 1 to 3 pairs of shoes, 4 to 6, 7 to 9, 10 to 12, and 13 to 15, and then the number of the frequency for each one. Do notice that even though 7 to 9 is 0, you still have to put that as one of your options because that is obviously a number of shoes that somebody could have. So notice that as well, it also points to that there's no space between the bars. Draw them touching to show the 1 to 3, here's your 4 to 6, and so on going down the line. Just like we did with stem and leaf plots, you do need to know how to read histograms. Let's go through and do these together. A, it says which interval contains the most data values. Well, you easily can look at a graph and understand that this is the highest bar. So the data values would be between 150 and 159. B says how many winning speeds are less than 140 miles an hour. Well, less than 140 would not be, let me change it, would not be this one because that is 140. So I've got to look at these below that. This right here is the number 4. So 4 people won the Daytona 500 less than 140, and one person down here. So a total of 5 people have won, with less than 140 mile an hour winning speed. C, how many winning speeds were at least 160? If I erase this, it's not erasing for some reason. Whoop, moving around there. Hi, sorry about that. If you look at what's above 160, again our numbers, we're looking at 8 right here, and we're just below that, so it's 7. And then this one would be just above the 4, so that'd be a 5. So 7 and 5 is 12. So our answer to C would be 12 winning speeds, or at least 160 miles an hour. All right, last thing. Just like very similar video from stem and leaf plots, you need to do an example practice problem. I'd like you to make a histogram using this data right here on T-shirts and label it. T-shirts each person in a class owns, and you should have 5 different bars, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good luck. We'll upload this to Schoology. If you can't do that at home, we'll do that Monday when we get to class. Hope you have a great weekend. Bye-bye.